Hey guys, welcome to the Smash Brothers review session. I'm your host, Leo, and here we got
J to the aura.
And it's Sheezy Shibz out here.
and today we're here to review Dragon Ball Daima,
Daima.
episode 7.
Let's go.
Yeah, so just before we get into it, just briefly guys, how you guys feeling about season so far?
Do you know what? Surprisingly good about it. I didn't realize how. I honestly didn't really know what to expect from it, but so far, you know what? Can't complain. It's been good.
Yep. And what about you, JR?
Yeah, it's been pretty decent. Not as good as I'd hoped. But it's the start. It's the start. I did search, and we're probably going to get about 20 episodes, so it makes sense that the start is slow. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, I'm just sitting back and enjoying the ride.
Fair, yeah. I mean, it's sort of like typical Dragon Ball, really, isn't it? Even when you watched Super, for example, it was quite a bit of a slow build up, wasn't it? Until you get to the meat of the actual series.
I think that depends on what type of anime, like how long the anime is. If it's 20, then it kind of needs to be a bit faster, isn't it? But I don't know how long it's going to be, to be honest.
Yeah, what I read was it's probably just a rumor as well.
Yeah, it's probably just a rumor because we're gonna get into it quite soon. Cause I don't want to leave you guys waiting for us to get into the episode. But if for the speed is going on right now, I'd say it would have to be around 50 episodes or maybe even 60 for that speed, because you expect more to happen later. But that's just my expectations. But never mind that. So today's episode 7. What do you guys think?
Episode 7, Kola.
What do you think? We'll start with Shibz. What do you think of the episode?
So when I say I literally just watched it about half an hour ago, on my way home from work, it was good. Like I'll be honest, I was expecting more of the same from the past 6 episodes, where we were just sort of exploring the demon world, and like obviously I know they just started traveling, actually looking for the Dragon Balls, weren't they? Because they finally got themselves a planer.
Yeah. What?
So,
They've had many planes. It's just that something's always happened.
well, okay. Let's go. Let's rephrase that then. They got a plane that was actually flyable, in the sense that they can travel longer distances with. Because I think the one that they had before was quite rusty, wasn't it? Like, in the sense,
Yeah.
So it wasn't that great. But obviously, yeah. So I was just expecting more traveling and seeing more like rest of the demon world. But as we saw in the episode, it got quite sticky for them, didn't they? Like, because they thought that they were gonna get caught. Goku obviously was being Goku, and then like he was obviously wanted now. He was that man, bro. He might as well have one of them One Piece posters, with his face on it instead.
One Piece stands, yeah, of course. One Piece stands.
And what? Come on, and what? Yeah. But yeah, no, like it was a good episode. We finally get to see well, I say we finally get to see. We're about to see, obviously, in the next episode how it ended in this one.
Yeah,
where
but let's bring it back a bit. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to more to the beginning, because the end part I think next episode is going to be hype. But we'll get to that in a bit. Let's bring it back. So nearer to the start, we see those guys catch up to them again for like the 5th time.
Yeah.
Like rocket right now, bro.
Yeah. And exactly. But because they're tracking the girl's collar.
Yeah, the collar, innit?
Yeah.
Pansy.
Nice name. But it's kind of interesting to me how what I've liked about Daima so far is they always bringing back these like little things from the other animes. Dragon Ball Z. One thing in particular in this episode, Catch a Knight, which was the material that broke the Z sword when Gohan tried to slash it.
Yeah, okay. I remember. I thought I'd heard of the material before somewhere. I was trying to rack my brain, trying to figure out where it was that I heard it. But you've confirmed it now for me.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that Daima is actually doing pretty good. They're filling in these weird gaps or weird just pieces of knowledge that you might have heard once, and it's like, oh, they're bringing it back, but they're giving it more to it.
Yeah.
And Supreme Kai now he has his real name now. Which is pretty cool. Do you guys remember his name? Because I don't remember his real name.
It's Nahare or Narahe, something like that?
Yeah. And the way you say it, bro, like he's got a name now. Like he's always had a name.
I said they
name,
gave him his real name now, like his real name. We don't know his real name.
They revealed it. They revealed it. You mean? Yeah.
His homeland name, innit?
Yeah. But before this anime, you wouldn't even conceive of that being an ocean.
Yeah. I mean, because obviously we've only known him as Supreme Kai, and that's it. Like that's all we've known him as. Yeah.
But to be honest, he didn't have a name then, because they're all the Supreme Kais of the North, West, South, all the stuff. That's not.
Yeah, I mean, but you would have thought he would have an actual name, because Supreme Kai is more of a title, isn't it? Not an actual name.
It's his title.
So like they finally revealed his name, which to be fair, like as you said, Leo, is that like it was a bit of a surprise, because we just got so used to just knowing him as Supreme Kai, and that was it.
They did call him Shin, actually. That's another name he called himself, but I wasn't sure if that was actually his real name.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, do you think that might have been just more of he made it up on the spot, because obviously he's in this demon world and he doesn't want to be known for who he actually is?
No, he called himself that back in original Dragon Ball. I was wondering when he entered those tournaments in Dragon Ball Z, I think he maybe gave that name Shin just to
Oh, okay. I'll be honest. I can't remember all that far back.
I'll find out. I remember all the Dragon Ball. I can remember all. But coming back to the episode, one thing that was interesting to me was Geredo. Glorio. He's been scheming something, and we don't know what. And it came up a bit in the episode when they were talking about his sister again. No, it was this episode again. It was this episode again. There was a little moment when he starts to look back when they were talking about Shin's sister.
Okay.
And I'm wondering what he's scheming, but I don't know. JL, do you have any opinions on any of that, or?
If you're talking, I feel like you're talking about the last episode.
No,
yeah, that's when they showed it.
No? It was in this episode. It was this episode again. It happened last episode.
The only time they were talking about her was when they were explaining about the collar, that she's the one that made the collar because she's the mad scientist.
Yeah,
and then they showed a little shot of her, didn't they?
When they did that, Gario looked backwards. I started looking at them. It was a brief scene.
Yeah, but I don't know if you remember, but last episode he was on the phone to her as well.
Yeah. I'm just continuing it, saying I'm wondering what
he's working for her most likely.
Yeah, and I'm wondering what's his game plan. That's what I'm saying. What's his game plan from all of this? In the end, is he going to try to betray them, or?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's that sort of like trope where it's sort of obviously he's been dragged into this because of some reason or another. There's someone being held hostage, or he's being bribed in some sort of way. Do you know what I mean? And then he's doing this more so unwillingly. And then at some point, like Goku's gonna be like Gororio, or however he mispronounces his name. He'll be like Glorio, like you don't have to do this. We can help you. And then he's gonna have us change a heart, and then boom, there we go.
I think you're talking about Naruto, because Goku doesn't do that. He beats them up, and then they change.
Yeah. That's true. But get my point though. Do you know what I mean? Like he's gonna do something and in some way or another where he's gonna give him change of heart and everything like that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
And to be fair, like you said, Leonard, like he's already beaten him up anyway. Well, he could have literally ended his life in that last episode, wasn't it, where they had the fight,
the one-on-one thing.
That episode that was sick. That was sick.
I
need more of that. Mm-hmm. But and I'm hoping we get next episode. But before we get into that part, I want to also talk about the collar stuff, because I think they also hinted. I mean, he said he's from the world, the third demon world. He works in the first demon world, but he doesn't have a collar. Pansy said everyone from the third demon world has a collar. Obviously, he doesn't have one because he's working for her, but it's kind of interesting. He must have a really big deal with her to be, to not be binded by the rules of the third demon world, which is quite interesting. So
Yeah.
we're gonna
Yeah.
we're probably gonna learn a lot about him in the future.
Yeah.
But another big thing that happened is finally Vegeta and Piccolo are finally coming.
And Bulma. Don't forget Bulma.
Bulma-san. Yeah, that's the main character, bruv.
Nah,
Come on.
I wasn't paying
No.
attention to Bono. I'm sorry, man.
Bulma, get out here, fam.
She's not the main character, but she got that main character syndrome, bro.
Nah,
Yeah,
man,
exactly.
I mean, yeah, she's fixing loads of tools, but season up, man. She didn't give a shit about Gohan back on Planet Freezer, man. She didn't give a shit if he died. she was trying to leave about him. She didn't give a shit. People forget.
Thing is as well. Technically, yeah, her usefulness is her being able to like fix things.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
She's outclassed in that now because she's in a world where she has no clue about the technology or anything like that. So, look, for example, in this episode where she was fixing the ship, and then she was like, "Oh shit! Like I don't have access to this material because this specific material I need it to be able to fix it."
Yeah,
And
I guess,
and she doesn't know anything about it.
I guess in that case, it's just lack of knowledge. But I guess the thing about Bowman, once he knows it, she'll be able to use it so quick. Like let's take for example, going to Namek. She saw Kami's old ship. Instantly, well, like 7 days, it was done. You can go.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
whatever. So
Yeah, that's it.
yeah. So she's super smart. I'm not down that. She's super useful.
No doubt about
She's
that.
just up because she left Gohan to die. She didn't give a shit.
Well, Gohan is half alien, bruv. So
yeah, she didn't have to worry about him like
I
that.
mean, I think if Planet Namek blowing up, and he's gonna go try fight Frieza, and you're trying to leave without him, I don't know what to say.
I mean,
first of all, Gohan loves to dig right Goku every fucking episode. So it makes sense that he would leave Bulma to go to
100%.
Goku.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
thinking about her own priority. Like the kid doesn't want to come with me. I'm gonna dip.
and plus he probably would have survived anyway because he's, as you guys said, he's an alien. He's a Super Saiyan, bruv.
Saiyans can't survive space like that. Though. He'll be dead.
No, yeah, that's true. They can't reach.
He'll be dead. And Planet would have killed him, or Frieza would have killed him. If Goku did.
Anyway, long story short, it's not out, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, they're finally coming back, so I'm kind of interested to see if Goku next episode. Finally, I was actually getting hyped during the end, coming like, oh, we're finally going to see one of these guys. Next episode is going to be a big episode with a fight.
Yeah.
And yes, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Goku's going to beat him in the first go, or is Vegeta going to get there while they're fighting? What do you guys think, JR?
They might catch up. Goku's not at his full power, and they're really like gassing up these Tama whatever's
Tamagotchi, something like that.
Tamagami, yeah, Tamagami.
They're really like gassing them up, like like the last person that tried fighting was like 20 years ago, and he just got deaded. So I'm like, okay, we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Like everything that we know from Goku, from the end of Z, like we need to delete that. He doesn't have Super Saiyan 3. He has Super Saiyan 3, but it's going to be hard for him to tap into that power. Like he was surprised he turned Super Saiyan last episode. So
I don't think he was surprised about the Super Saiyan. I think it was more so he was surprised how quickly he was able to adapt to his body. Obviously now because he's a kid. That's more so where it was. I thought.
Fair.
Yeah, and the other thing that I wanted to say as well is because I'll be honest with you, right? Yeah, what you just said there, Leo, which was obviously we have to forget about everything after Z, obviously, innit? Right? And while I was watching the episode, I was just thinking, this guy's gonna absolutely shit on this Tamagami. Like, my man has got god powers, but then I realized, like, oh crap! Only now when you just mentioned it, I was like, oh yeah, crap. I mean, he doesn't have that. That doesn't exist in this now.
Even if he doesn't, we don't know how strong these are. If it was just Super Saiyan, if he was still an adult, Super Saiyan 3 probably could have been just
would wipe it.
Yeah, could just wipe it. Super Saiyan 2 could wipe it. We don't actually know right now.
Yeah. See, and that's where my next follow-up thought was, which is what you were saying, Leo, about how many times he would have to fight to actually defeat this thing, right? But I don't think it would be multiple different fights. I think it will still be the same fight, but how much he would have to power up, as in how far he has to go whether it's Super Saiyan 1, like Super Saiyan 2, or potentially even Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
Or you never know, he might like get some new form right there and then in somewhere or another. I know it'll be too. I know. It's too soon to even say that.
It's nothing that's too soon.
it's-
There's not going to be a new form because this is before Super, so there can't be a new form.
No, but here's the thing. Okay, you saying that, right? Yeah. It's not really a sidetrack or anything like that. It's more so sort of like an adjacent thing that's following on. I read something on some article. It's a rumor, obviously, that apparently we don't know the origins of where Saiyans actually come from, apart from just the planet. But as we've learned from Daima here, like for example, the Namekians, they're actually from the demon world, right? And they left and then they established themselves on a planet which we know as Namek, right?
Mhm.
So they were saying that potentially the Saiyans could be something similar along that line, and that he might have like a demon mode sort of power up thing that he might get.
Nah,
So
I think that's
I
too
know,
much.
I know,
That's coming from like the One Piece
Like,
fan book or something,
I,
man.
no, no.
Just
I know.
eliminate one.
I
That's
literally
a
just
reach, bro.
I did literally just say it's a rumor, but like that's something that could, you never know, it could happen. You don't know. We don't know, obviously,
Well,
because obviously
Reach, bro.
yeah,
it is a bit of a reach, yeah.
Like you gotta think about it, yeah. Like just being a Super Saiyan in in their race or on
Yeah,
their planet, whatever, that was
yeah.
legendary.
That was
That was a
legendary, yeah.
story. That was a myth,
Yeah.
right?
No, it's true.
And you want to go beyond that, talking about some demon shit? Nah, forget
yeah,
that. Nah, nah.
and remember they
No,
already said
because
the demons. All demons at least have pointy ears. Not all people with pointy ears are demons, but all demons have pointy ears. The Saiyans
Yeah,
don't have pointy ears.
that's true.
they don't
Yeah.
know. So that's in a bin straight away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. But I do think that there will eventually be something that it's gonna be that surpasses Super Saiyan 3 at some point. It's gonna have to happen, I reckon.
I don't think it can. I honestly don't think it
Mm,
can. If it does, it's gonna it just retcons everything after it.
yeah, pretty much.
But that's the whole point, though, of this, isn't it? Because
No, it's not.
uh,
It's not a retcon. It's just in between.
so what you're telling me that so Daima is gonna fill that gap between Z and Super.
Maybe not the full gap, but it is a part of the gap between it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair. All right.
You got to think about it, yeah. I generally think the ultimate story for Daima, because I'm pretty sure Daima means demon world, because every time I hear them say Daima is demon world,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
sure the main objective is to get Dende, get the Dragon Balls, and then turn back into um
Adults.
back to normal.
Mm.
But the story itself is how we go through the three demon worlds to get there.
The whole process of doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like Leo was saying, like there's a good chance that the whole thing around 50 episodes. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not expecting there to be like 200 episodes, something crazy.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, what can you do to keep us engaged while not bringing new transformations that
True.
people like myself who love Z are here for?
I think they've shown a bit of it. The thing they can do, and they probably will do, is show a lot of magic, some interesting magic against the
Yeah.
Super Saiyans, and maybe seeing more of Shin, because obviously he can use magic, which would be cool. That will keep us entertained. But you're right, Jay. You're definitely right. There's only so much, but I think one thing this show needs to do overall, and we'll end up here soon. One thing the show needs to do overall is it's probably trying to establish future stories after Super that will come in. That now we know more about the demon world, they can bring in some more of these ideas in the future.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
that
see what
makes
you're
sense.
saying.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That does, yeah.
And I'm all for that because magic is cool. I think it's a cool idea. I think it's awesome.
It is, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense as well, isn't it? Because like when you think of like sort of demons and that whole like jinns and like things like that which are there, like margins and all of that, like there's always magic sort of like that is synonymous with it
Yeah.
in some way or another. So that would make sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's it. That's it.
is there any more last thoughts before we wrap up?
I'll be real. You know what, right? Yeah, it still gives me that nostalgia vibe. I know. Jr. Like he's a more of a fan of Z, and me and you, Leo, we loved Dragon Ball when we watched it. I still have that nostalgia feeling from it, and I'm enjoying it so much. Seeing Goku be Goku from as close, I think, as he's ever been to OG Goku from Dragon Ball.
Fair.
I think when it comes to, I mean, JR said he's loving Dragon Ball, watching it so far, but he hasn't finished it. That's the only thing. Once he watches more,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, but I mean, you literally said it earlier on just now, like that. Obviously, being a fan of Z,
Yeah.
you were hoping for more something along those lines in the sense of in some way or another, I guess.
No, I was prepared. There's enough. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna get that Z.
yeah.
Okay, fair.
I
Yeah,
mean, for me, even though it's not like Z combat, I don't need more Z. I need more than just more Z. But I want more fights anyway. I want more interesting fights. And hopefully,
of course.
next episode has that cool fight. That's what I care about. I don't care if it's like gruesome. I just want nice tactical fights. Because one thing the old Dragon Ball did, they added a lot of martial arts. Z didn't really have martial arts as much. It was more on powers.
Yeah,
over the top. Yeah.
I want to see the martial arts come back. So if they do that in this Daima, I would love it. 100%.
Yeah, facts.
JR, anything from you?
Yeah, last thing, because I thought it was bare jokes. When they're on the plane and Pansy's like, this guy's an adult. Like, how did you raise your kids? And then goes, I wasn't even wrong with that, bruv.
Yeah. Oh, that cracked me up.
That
That cracked me up. Yeah. That was hilarious.
So dead, man. I was like, I love how they put that in there because everyone knows that Goku is the worst dad in anime, probably.
Nah. Goku's not the worst dad. Those like the worst dad.
Nah.
He spent more. He's a decent dad. He's not around all the time, but he spent most of his life dead.
No. He's dead.
No. He most of the time he was dead. Most of the time he was dead.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he's dead saving his kid.
Yeah. What you got the Dragon Ball? Survive yourself. So what one?
To be fair, that's a fair point, Leo. He died to save his family,
Yeah.
like including his
The
son.
Dragon Balls are there, so he can come back. But he said, "Nah, I'm gonna stay here and train." And I achieved Super Saiyan 3.
That wasn't the reason he stayed there. He recently stayed there.
That wasn't his reason, but he stayed to train.
Yeah.
He could have come back.
No, he stayed. Then he trained, but he didn't stay to train. He stayed because every time he came back, he said, "People are just coming for me. All these people want to kill me, so I'm staying up. I'm staying up in heaven. I'm not coming down."
See, that's his problem. That's literally his problem because people are coming for him. Look at his arrogant head, bruv. Oh yeah, I'm so sick. Everyone wants to come for me.
They did.
Fam.
Why was Cell there? Why were the androids there for him?
That's true.
There's still androids that make sense because it's technically a continuation of the Red Ribbons.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about Babidi,
that's after. He didn't know. That was after. How can he know? No one knew that. No one knew that.
That's what I'm talking about. After Cell killed him.
Bro, I think you're just trying too hard because how would he know that? No one knew about Babidi.
After Cell died, why didn't he resurrect himself or come back?
Because he thinking maybe someone else will come after him. Maybe someone else will come after him and start drama.
That's literally what I said. He's been like the next villain after that. Who's the next villain after that?
Yeah, and then after that he came back and he stayed. He's like, okay, cool, I'm here now. I'm here.
No. Your point is, you're saying that villains come for him, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm saying after Cell, what's the next villain and who did that villain come for?
It came for everyone. It didn't just come for him.
Exactly.
I
That's
know,
what I'm trying to say.
But how can he know that? It's impossible for him to know that.
Exactly. So how can he know that they're not going to come for him as well?
Well, he can't.
No, but he's playing. But he's playing the game in the sense that he's basically trying to reduce the risk of his family of friends being put in danger by removing himself from that equation. Because if you look at it, right, him not being there reduces the chance of them being attacked. Him being there increases that chance drastically.
Fam, like in Z, yeah. In Z, yeah, okay, fair enough. Raditz came. Side mission was to deal with Goku, but apart from that, every like villain in a sense, who is somewhat linked to Goku, like had something to do with him back in Dragon Ball. Because the whole Android Cell Saga thing, it's just red ribbons.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming back.
Yeah. But Vegeta coming was just purely because Raditz his information. After that, Goku went to fucking Namek to start beefing with Frieza and them, man. And then Boo, again, nothing to do with him. So he could have technically, okay, fair enough, what you man are saying. Yeah. It's fair. It's a fair point. It's a fair point. Right, but I'm just saying, if you want to be a great dad, fuck that shit, come to Earth, look after your kids. You ain't even seen Goten, bruv.
Bro,
that bit is true.
You just laid it down on Chi-Chi, and then
he didn't know Chi-Chi is pregnant. They didn't take no test.
He actually didn't know that.
They didn't take no test.
Didn't know that. Yeah, he didn't know that.
Yeah, he didn't know
that. He didn't know that Chi-Chi was pregnant with Goten.
Oh, I just stopped my dicking you raw.
Yeah, of
and I
course.
don't know that you
Bruv,
can get pregnant.
they live in a village. They live in a village. Wait, you think it's packing condoms? They live in a village. They're packing.
I'm pregnant.
They're packing.
Okay, no. We're moving into a completely different topic here now.
Bruv,
A completely different topic.
Why
here
did these
now.
repeat sessions always come into beef?
Yeah.
They always come into
What I'm
beef.
saying is, yeah, Piccolo is the greatest dad.
Nah,
What I'm
yeah.
saying, what I'm saying.
Piccolo is the greatest dad in all of anime.
Piccolo's the greatest dad, yeah. The one that was leaving Gohan to fight against dinosaurs when he was a kid, leaving him to almost die as a kid.
Him
He's the
stronger.
greatest dad, yeah.
Making it
But
stronger.
did he let him die?
Strongest
Did he let him
character in the
Yeah, he
in the
would have
verse.
let him die. Yeah, at the time, yeah, he would have. He didn't give a shit.
No, but he didn't. But he didn't though.
No, because Gohan, luckily enough, was strong enough to survive. That was different. That was the difference.
That's because Piccolo knew his true potential.
Yeah. Look at you, bruv, hating on Piccolo.
I don't hate Piccolo. I'm hating on your guys' opinions of Goku not being a good dad. Bro, Goku's a good dad. Goku's a good dad.
I don't think he's bad, but I don't think he's great either. He's like, I would say he's below average.
No. Yeah, he's a good dad. Trust me, he's a good dad. He's a good dad. But we can have this conversation another time. We can have this conversation in the podcast, and we can beef all day. I'll fight you guys about this,
I'll go for it, bro. You mad,
bro? I'll go Super Saiyan. I have no hair. I'll grow hair just to go Super Saiyan.
No, you just have a shiny yellow glow, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it would be.
Exactly, bro.
It'll be the stash, shouldn't it?
Yeah, we just that shit. Become like Nappa. Start growing the beard. Just come out.
Oh yeah. That's what will happen. Your beard will grow instead, innit?
Yeah,
You get the long beard come down like.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, guys. Just one last thing. Ratings out of 10. Just give it quick. JR, rating out of 10.
What so far?
This episode. Quick.
This episode, I've mentioned it in the ReZero review. I like the information, so for that, I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
7 10. Shibs.
Yeah, I'd say anywhere between 7 and 8, maybe even. Yeah.
Yep.
The info's great, and obviously because the way they ended it.
That was it. That was all I was asking. 7, cool. I'm 7 as well. Cool, nice. Well, guys, this has been the Smash Brothers. Thanks for watching. Check out any of our other content. We got podcasts, we got other review sessions, and we're going to do this weekly. So if you enjoyed this one, stay tuned for next week because we do more Daima, we do ReZero. We're also planning to do Bleach as well. Maybe Shangri-La, maybe Blue Locker. If you like to see some PG PowerPoint presentation animation, we got you. but yeah, guys.
Don't get me started again, fam.
I'll get you started. All right, guys. Well, this has been us. We'll catch you guys next time. See ya.
Peace.
Peace.